How to do the SEO basics. We're sure you're aware that a marketing agency can help you to up your SEO game. Using a combination of paid ads and organic strategies, agencies can draw more traffic to your site, keep a steady flow of new content coming in, fix technical problems that might prove SEO red flags, and generally improve your chances of being recognized by search engines. However, that's not to say that you can't take steps to improve your SEO on your own. In this final chapter, we'll look at some of the basics that you'll need to cover to improve your rankings and draw the right people to your website. White hat versus black hat. You've likely already heard terms like white hat and black hat SEO used. Mastering SEO is like being a Jedi Knight in Star Wars. Just like the Force, there's a light side and a dark side to SEO. Those looking to get ahead quickly may throw their honesty to the wind if it gets them fast and easy results. As such, they may resort to some dirty tricks in an attempt to gain Google's ranking algorithms. This is called black hat SEO. There are many issues with this, not only that the quick gains you get are pale in comparison to the penalties. As Neil Patel explains here, black hat SEO can actually get your website banned from Google. Some examples of black hat SEO which you should absolutely never use include keyword stuffing, overusing keywords in ways that make your content illegible, using invisible text that's the same color as the background for keyword stuffing, content spinning, copying and pasting content from other websites, linking to sites with irrelevant or poor quality content, cloaked redirects that take users to another site or page. Instead, focus on the following best practice or white hat SEO techniques. It might take a little longer to see the results, but they'll be much more sustainable and ensure that your website consistently ranks well on SERPs. Keyword research. Keywords are one of the most powerful tools in your SEO arsenal. They ensure that your content gets noticed by the right people at the right time by signposting the relevance to search terms. They also ensure that search engines continue to provide their users with high quality and relevant results. Knowing the right keywords to use at the right time can help you to engage your audience. In order to do this effectively, however, you'll need to carry out a little keyword research. The first stage of keyword research is trying to understand the mentality of the prospects who are trying to find your products or content. As we've already mentioned, the better you know your customers, the easier this will be. Try to think about the kind of language that they're likely to use in their searches and target these as keywords. Next, come up with some relevant search terms that you'd like to rank for. The best way to do this is to list 5 to 10 categories, known as topic buckets, and fill each with a range of keywords. Try to use a combination of short tail, one word, and long tail phrases, keywords. For instance, boots is a short tail keyword while best boots for hiking is a long tail keyword. Keyword research should also include looking at how well your competitors rank for the keywords you've chosen. Highly relevant yet low competition keywords are more likely to get your brand noticed. On-site SEO. The content on the page counts for a goodly portion of your search engine rankings. Every time you write a product page, landing page, or blog post, you have the potential to improve your SEO. Let's take a look at some of the on-site improvements you can make to your content and how they influence your search engine rankings. Optimize your content. Plugins like Yoast can help you to tailor your content to be more SEO friendly. Such plugins can help you to advise you on proper keyword use and placement. They can also encourage you to write compelling meta descriptions that are more likely to ensure click-throughs. These plugins also encourage you to write in ways that make your content more readable, thereby improving things like scroll depth and time on page. These are all metrics that search engines value and indicate that your content is of good quality. These plugins can also be something of a double-edged sword. They are not a magic bullet that will send your content skyrocketing in SERPs overnight. Sticking to their recommendations too much can be detrimental to the quality of your personality. We've all read content that is clearly designed to appease search engines rather than provide value for the reader. The result can be jarring. Remember who your content's for: your customers and prospects. It needs to be geared towards their needs, worries, or concerns. It needs to help them solve their problems and address common pain points. it needs to provide real value. When content is highly relevant and valuable to the reader, it's much more likely to encourage reading in full, repeat consumption, social sharing, and even virality. Even Neil Patel, one of the world's foremost authorities on SEO, is a firm believer in the power of putting readers first. The next time you sit down to write a blog post, just think for readers, not robots. Adding fresh content. Search engines like expansive websites that are constantly updated with new content. Why? Because these are the websites that add value for users. They give users more relevant, high-quality content to enjoy. Hence, they keep coming back. When you add new pages and posts to your website, you also create more hyperlinks to encourage users to move around more within your website. This is another signal to search engines that you have a high-quality, trustworthy site. Sites with poor quality content tend to have low time on page statistics and high bounce rates. The more time users spend on your website, the more likely it is to win the approval of search engines. User experience (UX). Keeping users engaged with your website isn't just about the content you write in your pages. It's also about your website and how easy, intuitive, and satisfying you make it for users to navigate through. You have to make it easy to access the content your users need. This means taking the time to consider your user experience (UX). UX can have a powerful influence on SEO. If your website has a nice flow and keeps users engaged, your bounce rates will be significantly lower. This may also mean that you take steps to improve your page load speeds, especially in an era where many users will engage with your website through a mobile device. Visitors are increasingly unlikely to wait around for pages that take more than 1 or 2 seconds to load. In fact, a page load speed of just 5 seconds can increase your bounce rate by nearly 40%. Fortunately, there are lots of ways in which you can improve page load speeds without needing to become a technical whiz overnight. Even little things like saving images in lower resolutions can make a big difference. Given that your website will most likely be viewed through a mobile device, your images can still look great without needing to be super high resolution. Offsite link building. While internal links are important in encouraging users to spend more time on your site, you also need to invest in building external links. Ever since the late 90s, search engines have used offsite links as a means to gauge a website's quality. The more trusted sources linking to a page, the greater the probability that it will add value to a user. As such, search engines will rank your content more highly in search engine results. However, not all links are created equal. In an era where black hat opportunists are always trying to game the algorithms with link spamming, search engines need to gauge which links are of high quality and which aren't. Social sharing/links. Finally, one of the best ways to build offsite links is through social sharing. Social sharing does not directly influence SEO ranking for Google, but there's evidence to suggest that it can improve rankings for other search engines like Bing. Moreover, social sharing improves your online visibility, increasing your rankings in less direct ways. Sharing links to new product pages and blog posts on social platforms makes it easier for prospects and customers to engage with your brand and perceive the value you bring them. It also encourages users to keep coming back to your website and checking back for updates. If a brand new prospect finds your website through your social feed, spend some time looking at your products, reading your blog posts, and moving through your website. These are all encouraging behaviors for search engines.